again.
Nie. Not working. Mici.
It happened again. Hey everybody, my power went out again. Let's see if it's the third time. This game is called Fishing Planet. Yes, it is on Xbox. The Holy Float 3, I need to catch 1,000 fish using the float tackle. Okay. Catch 50 fish after 9 PM. Alright. My best fish so far is this one. Which obviously is a monster, so I wouldn't really count it, but it's the Mad-Eye Buffalo. If I don't count the Mad-Eye Buffalo, then my best fish is the smallmouth buffalo here. At 1.4 kilos. I'm still in like the lakes where you get kind of the small fish. I haven't quite moved up to all the big ones yet, but this is like the records and all that. But if you count like the monsters, like the legendary fish, it's the Mad-Eye Buffalo. Thing took me 5 days to catch it, and when I finally catch it, it snapped my line. I've never snapped a line before in my life, and that took my line. Yeah. You can go different. You can go different different lakes, different rivers. You can even do sea fishing. I'm at what is the starter pond. It's called Lone Star Lake, and I'm not here. I'm only here for the reason of catching in bass, because I want to do the bass achievement and catch 250 bass. So that's why I'm here, because I've caught every fish in this. Yes, the game is multiplayer. I don't know if it's crossplay, but it is multiplayer. It's a big, massive online multiplayer. Big MMO. The weather determines in the game. Yeah, in the top left, the weather determines like when's the best time to catch fish. Because some fish, like the monster buffalo, for example, buffalo fish, only comes out when it's a hot sunny day. The wind pressure is high, but it's a slow wind, and it's like the water temperatures are warm. So like if it's like a 25-degree day, the water's about 22 degrees. Is it sunny? And whereas like right now it's cloudy, so it wouldn't come out at this time. But I'm just doing bass fishing, and you have to also know what the peak fishing times of the days are as well. So here I'm on day 2 now. This is day 2 here. It's an exceptionally detailed game. I'm on day 2 here, and you see here there's like these little yellow peaks, and it's like in here for nighttime there's purple peak. These are the peak times for fishing, because this is when the fish are the most active. So as long as you fish within these times, this is when you'll get the most amount of bites and catch the most amount of fish. And the rest of the times is when they're more dormant and that sort of stuff. But yes, right now I'm on day 2. I'm going like it's 6, 10, like then 7, then 8 o'clock, and then night is from 9 all the way to about 11 is peak night time, which I'm going to do some night fishing because that's fun. That's quite good. And then jump forward to day 3 at about 5 PM, and then carry on again, essentially. And depending on what type of fishing you're doing, there's different rods and different baits and lures and bobbers and different equipment for it. Right now I'm doing bass fishing, which you have to do using what's called a spinning rod and a lure on it. You don't put a bobber float on it or anything like that. You don't put any bait on the bottom of it. The lure is the bait. So what you do with this one is that the technique I'm currently using, because I find it works best for me, is called twitching. I got a monster fish at 24 degrees at there's 25 degrees weather, 22 degrees water, and it was a peak sunny day, and it was very high wind pressure, low wind speed. But that's the thing, to do the monster fish, I'll pull up the tabs and I'll show you. So here in the missions tab, you'll see here fish monsters. you'll see here Lone Star Mad Eye Buffalo. To do this mission, before that you must complete Lone Star Invisible Line, and then to do this, basically what you do is you have to get what's called backlashes and that from like the lily pads in the weeds. So you take a rod like what I've got, you cast into it like so. You let it completely sink to the bottom, and then you'd reel in and hope to get it snagged. Like that, I just got that snagged. So I should pull something out with it. Okay, so it didn't. So you just do that and you just get it thing, and then you get 5 backlashes with weeds, and then you get given what's called invisible line. And this invisible line, it isn't actually invisible. It's a very thin, very faint line that you need to equip to a telescopic rod. And bear in mind, this isn't the rod. You don't use that rod and line to catch the fish. So you need to, before you do it, you need to get yourself a rod bag and 2 telescopic rods. You fit the invisible line to 1 telescopic rod, preferably just a cheap rod from the store, and then you use your best rod for catching the fish. You use your best rod and your best line, and you must use a #1 or a #2 hook, so a number 1 or a number 2 hook with semolina balls bait, which you can't get until like you're level 13, so it takes a bit of grinding to get to catch the fish. You must, but you won't be able to actually catch the fish until you reach level 20, or do what I did, and I bought a premium pack because obviously my colours are green, black and yellow, as you can tell. If I move that into colour frame, as you can tell, it's green, black and yellow. So I bought like a little premium pack. It's actually like not even like a good premium pack, it's just like a second tier premium pack. Like the really good premium pack is the gold pack. I wouldn't recommend buying that because that is 50 Great British pounds, or like $70. And it, like, okay, you may get a bunch of good stuff out of it, but it's not worth dropping that sort of money on a game that you might play a couple of times. Essentially. But yeah, so I bought a pack which comes with a net big enough. You're gonna need to grind to level 20 before you get the Mad Eye Buffalo, because you need a net. This game is complete. This game is free. You're gonna need a net that can take a singular fish weight of over 5 kilos. So you're gonna need the 7 kilo singular fish weight. You get some nets that say, oh, it's 7 kilos, and like that, or they take like 7 kilos, but then they take a 5 kilo singular fish weight. That won't be enough because the fish weighs almost 6 kilograms. So you need a 7 kilo singular fish weight. So if you see here on the left, on the top left hand corner, it says Fish Cabin M Plus, which is the type of net, and it says I've used 1.196 kilograms out of my 70 kilogram capacity, and it says maximum 30 kilogram weight for 1 singular fish. That's the maximum weight you can have for a singular fish, is 30 kilograms for 1 fish. So because obviously I can have that maximum weight of 30 kilograms for that singular fish, this means that this net was big enough to capture the Mad Eye Buffalo. If I pull up the shop if I go here and I go shop, and then I go terminal tackle, and I go tools and equipment, and I go keep net. Like these 2 nets here are the nets I've had before, and then the one you can probably get now at level 17 is the one that says 7 kilos and 5 kilo weight, which that isn't going to be enough. You need the one that says, like, I think it's like 10 kilos and a 7 kilo maximum fish weight, but you only get that at level 20. There are like other obviously rods you can get in the game. These are like the standard, like these are like some like basic rods and stuff like that, and then you can get different reels. These are all the ones I've owned. Different lines. These are all good lines actually, to be fair. These are other tools and equipment. These are like my old pack and stuff like that. I've still got that bag. And like sort of things. And then you got your terminal tackle. This is where like you get all regular tackle and hooks and stuff. Lures. These are all the regular lures. Baits, all the regular bait. Well, 5 are the regular baits. There's a whole bunch of them. ground baits and additives. We've got these. Oh, hello. I'll buy that. Cool. And then you get boats and kayaks, which obviously I don't have any available, so I can't buy them. And then you get licenses. Licenses, you need to buy a fishing license. You can either spend actual real world money and buy the unlimited licenses, or you spend in-game money and get like a 1 month license, or 3 days or 3 weeks. And bear in mind, this equates to actual real-time days. So if you bought a 1 month advanced Texas license, you'd be able to play the game for a month straight before you have to renew the license, which then by then you should have enough money anyway to just buy it, and it wouldn't cost you anything. Or you can do what I did and spend some real get some actual credits and buy the unlimited real world thing. And then you've got services, which these here is where you buy new marker buoys and navigation buoys and stuff like that. These are you buy these ones for sea fishing, because that's what you need for navigating your boats to get around quickly. Large waters of large reservoirs and become easy and relaxed, the sort of things. Then you got big storage boxes. You got templates for making lures and stuff like that. And the marker buoys are for like regular pond fishing and small lake fishing. And then you got the premium shop. This is where you can buy bait coins, which are these golden coins. This is where you can buy premium account time, and then you can buy pond passes. You get deals. Obviously, you got the lucky bundle. You got the pro angler sports bundles, but I wouldn't spend things. And you got the popular ones here. Like that, the golden angler pack is the best pack in the game, but for the same price you could buy a primo boat. Because if I go boats, you can buy this boat for the same price. And this gives you 100 bait coins, 100,000 credits, 60 days of premium. You get spinning rod, a saltwater casting rod. Necessary things: you get a lagoon shell rod case with it can hold 3 rods, 4 reels, 3 lines. It's made out of plastic material. You get the tackle wagon Quadra Pro, which can take 300 tackles, 25 lines material. All D900 nylon reels, 0 ground bait components, 150. You get the chameleon fishing yacht, maximum speed 40 knots, fish storage 3,000 kilos, maximum seats 5, rod holders 10, length 16 meters, width 8.2 meters, weight 7,500 kilograms, material fiberglass, engine 500 horsepower, low engine noise, echo sounder, OEM, elite pilot, elite pro, circle scanning with additional rear sonar displays, GPS, yes, detailing, ultra, max, single fish wheel. Oh, single fish weight 650 kilos, fish friendly, no. Yeah. And then you can get like all of these primo lines. You get Zen line braid 0.51 millimeters, and then you get 1.2 millimeters, 1.05, 1.25. All of these leaders, which are what you need. Head sinkers, so that's to get the hooks down, because in saltwater things float a lot easier. All these trolling hooks and stuff like that, because obviously when you're going along and you just got like a sea casting rod, those are just trolling. They're called trolling rods. Basically, you just go along and they just pick up a fish. You got these trolling lures and octopus, like some for nights, some for days, and then all these other ones. You've got navigation buoys. You get 20 of those, 50 marker buoys, mega storage box of 100, tackle template slots 2, and you get the Noma Kuda Atholu pack Maldives for 60 days, pond passes. You get the advanced Maldives license for 30 days, and the advanced Maldives is license for, and I think an unlimited advanced Maldives license for 30 days. So yeah, you get those, and all for £50, which is actually much better than the pond pack, which only gives you a kayak. But yes, but only really spend real world money on it if you really want to. I literally just bought this starter advanced pack. You can get the lucky starter pack, which gives you a casting rod and the match rod, which is a good little rod, to be fair. And yeah, it gives you premium days. It gives you 10 bait coins and 10,000 credits. I bought this one, but this is just because, like, I'm a YouTuber, I got the money to do it, and I bought it just because it's green, and green's my colour. I got 4 rods. I got 7 days of premium, 20 bait coins, 20,000 credits. And I got all of these just bits with it: rods, reels, hooks, add-ons, more hooks, lures, baits galore, ground baits, aromas, the fishing net, marker buoys, mega slots, tackle templates, recipe slots, rocky. And then I've got all these pond passes for Rocky Lake, Mudwater River, Nehering River, Emerald Lake, Lesney Villa Fishery, for check 7 days, Ghent, Tresland Canal, Netherlands 7 days, and then I got advanced Texas license, advanced Missouri license, advanced New York license, advanced Colorado license, advanced North Carolina, advanced Czech, and advanced Netherlands license. So really, I have all of these. And obviously you got the sport, you got these sports here, which are basically like actual like there's actual like real world competitions that you can enter and stuff like that against other people in the world to see who's the best of the best when it comes to virtual fishing. But obviously, choice is yours how you choose to play the game. Me personally, I like to play it more on a good kind of conservative view. I'm going to use as much of the money as I can, save up and buy a boat, and go fishing if I have to, sea fishing, because I would have really loved to. I know obviously I can't do it yet, but like I'd love to get up to the levels of catching marlins and stuff like that, because that'd be awesome. Oh, what the? There you go. 458 gram bass. Not bad, little spotted bass. And that makes a total of 35 out of 250 bass to collect to get that achievement. And there's different types of fishing techniques for different fish. These spotted bass, for me, seem to quite like the twitching motions. And to do that, I hold down left click to reel, and I use my right click to twitch the rod up and down. To get a bite, sometimes I get a full bite, sometimes I get like half a bite like it just had. When I get a full bite, and then just reel them in. Like that. There we go. Boom, that makes 36. 584, nice. I gotta keep that, bringing my total fish capacity up to 2.2 kilograms. Obviously, you have to find what works for you. And every lake and river and fishing location has a monster of some kind to catch. Obviously, every fish, you have to fish every fish accordingly, because every fish has preferred baits and preferred lures. These bass, they prefer this mini bass jig, 9 grams, that I use in the colour of watermelon. Or you could use a spinning spoon and all that sort of stuff, a casting spoon, like nothing like that. 696 grams, that's not bad. 35 centimetre bass, that's not bad at all. Right, keep that. So yeah, I'm still in peak time, so as it's going to go into night, and then it'll go 9 o'clock, and then I'll do all the way down to 11, and then from 11 to 12, that'll be the end of that. Then I can jump forward to like 5 PM and then carry on. Let's sink it a little bit more, because you don't want it to come too close to the surface. There's a fish. $38 bass out of 250 collected for the achievement. 831 grams, nice. And you sometimes can pull out weeds like that. Hornwort. Oh. Branch sticks. That's another one. Oh yeah, 39, 659, nice. And you also get experience, which is what you use to level up. And also as well, something to also remember is you only get the money that's suggested, so that's only 168 in-game credits that I'm going to get if you keep it. If you release it, you don't get the money. I found that out the hard way. I did just say that, Mr. Satellite 28, but he's asked on Xbox. And it's free on Xbox as well. Oh, there's a fish. Come on. There you go. 40 out of 250 bass. 655 grams. Nicely done. Pondered. Funny is all you guys are actually coming to the stream late, really. I actually started last night around about midnight, actually. And then I had 2 power cuts consecutively in the space of 10 minutes. I had a power cut, was off for about 5 minutes, came back on, another power cut literally 5 minutes later. Oh. Boom. Another one. Making it 41. Another one. 42, 612 grams. Of a horn white. Yeah. I have a 548 gram one, 43 out of 250. And you know what? I'm actually freaking feeling really tired, so. Oh, yeah, but as much as I want to go on, I really need to get some sleep. So, in case there's a potentially another power cut, because I don't know, I'm going to end the stream here, guys, after about 8 hours of streaming in about an hour or two of it, just cutting out. I'll see you guys all very soon. I'm going to take a short nap, and then I will be back in a few hours. Alright? But, yeah, so, any questions, don't be afraid to join my Discord. Link is in the description down below. I'm willing to ask any questions that people ask me. But yeah, I will see you guys all soon. Be on the lookout for new videos, new live streams, all that good stuff. Go check out new videos I upload daily. I do also have a P.O Box and merch as well. The P.O Box link is in the description of the stream down below, and the merch link is there as well. and I will see you guys all very shortly. See ya.